Good morning. It's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself. And today I want to talk about creating your new identity and what exactly that means and how you become a new person, how you become a healed person. So there is a lot of talk about creating your new identity. Okay, but we're not just pulling an identity out of thin air. We are focused on exactly what it is that we want. What is the thing that we want more than anything else in this world? And if you're here on this channel, I presume it is to be healed, to be symptom-free and to feel good in your body, to be 100% healed, symptom-free and good in your body. If that is legitimately what you want more than anything in the world, then that is what your new identity must be. That is what you must focus on. So once you know what you want, and if it's what I just said, then you know exactly what it is that you want. Once you know what you want, you must decide what that looks like. What is the visual of you healed? What is the identity of the healed version of yourself, of you, not anyone else, like not what does it look for other people to be healed. If you were magically healed, if I gave you that magic wand and said, okay, you're healed, you are healed. Now, what does your life look like? Who are you? What do you do with yourself during the day? Okay. What do you do that's different? And maybe you do nothing. Like maybe you would go through maybe you have the exact life that you want, except for your illness. Maybe you would just, do homework, be around the house, whatever it is. Maybe you would do all these things only with a happy attitude. That is still a very different thing, right? You would be a different person because you would be happy. You'd be filled with joy. Maybe you'd be singing as you did it. Maybe you would be a completely different person. You'd be living somewhere else. You'd have a different job. You would be in a different relationship. You would be traveling. You would be doing whatever. You need to think, what is it that I would do? You really need to think about what does my healed identity look like? What is my dream life if I am 100% healed and symptom-free? What does it look like and what does it feel like? What do I do during the day? What is my attitude? Right? What are my emotions? What do I believe? What do I value? Where do I live? Who do I hang out with? What hobbies do I do? What do I spend my days doing? What do I do for free time? What do I do for holidays? How do I talk to my friends? How do I talk to my partner? How do I talk to my children? What would I be doing if I wasn't sick? Who am I? Who is the healed version of me? Am I happy? Am I joyful? Do I sing all day? Am I silly? Am I funny? Do I do things with elevated emotions? Am I just a joy to be around? Am I a chatterbox? Am I outgoing? Am I introspective? Do I love to write and meditate and be with myself all day? Do I have hobbies? Maybe gardening or fishing or walking on the beach or traveling or surfing or whatever it is, right? Not only what would I do and where would I live and what would my relationships be like, but what are my beliefs? What are my emotions? What is my main emotion during the day? What does my vibe feel like? What does the healed person of me feel like, energy-wise, right? How do I do anything? What is my personality? So we absolutely must figure out who we are and how we feel and what this personality of the healed version of ourselves is like. What are we like in our wildest dreams? What would we be like if we were uninhibited? If we had no restraints, we were free from pain and symptoms and illness and could do and be and go and say anything. We could create what we wanted to because we weren't, marred with this illness that has been plaguing us, who would we be? Once you understand what you want and what it actually looks like and feels like to be that person, then we can create an identity. That's how future visualization works. Now we can visualize the exact thing that we want and the exact personality, emotion, like the exact what we would be doing in that situation. So our future visualizations, when we do these brain retraining techniques and visualizations, we're focused on that identity. We run through different scenarios with this identity. What is this person, this healed version of yourself that has all of those qualities and likes and personalities and dislikes, and what do they do when they wake up? Right? Run yourself through a scenario where you wake up on a rainy day. Run yourself through a scenario where what this character, this new character that you're creating, does on a sunny summer day. Run through what they would do on a winter day. Run through what they would do, if on their trip to France. Run through what they would do on their trip to the tropics. Run through how they would be and what they would do on their next family get together or big wedding or celebration that you're attending. Run through scenario, what you do on a daily basis, how you are with your friends, what things that you do on a Saturday night. Run through how you are with your kids. Run through what you do for work. What does this person, get up and do on their work day? Now remember, this isn't you. This is the character you're creating that you want to be you. The character you are creating, your ideal self. Your ideal self that is healed and living the absolute life of your dreams. What does this character, if you were writing a movie or a book about it, do in all these different scenarios? Where do they work? Where do they travel? What do they like to do for fun? Like, run through different scenarios and imagine. Use your imagination. This is future visualization. This is brain retraining. Get to know this character as if you were the writer, the screenwriter of a movie or book, and you need to get to know this character, this healed, 100% healed and vibrant, free person. Maybe your character also has the best relationship. Maybe this character is wealthy. Maybe this character is got the dream career. Maybe this character is, beautiful and fashionable. Maybe this character is a jet setter. Maybe this character, whatever this character that you want to create does, you can have and do and be anything in this new reality that you are imagining in your imagination. And remember, anything that you imagine, anything that you can conceive of, think of, has the potential to be real. It is a real reality in one timeline, not just the one. It's not in the one that you're living right now, in the sick version of your life, but in the healed version of your life. This is most definitely who and what you want to be, the ideal version, like what you, from your heart, from your soul. Who would you be? What would you do? The ideal version. What would make your heart sing? What would make you feel alive? What image and visual of this healed version of you, right? With everything, with your children, with your relationships, with your family, with your career, with your money, with everything in your life. Who are you? And what is the absolute most fantastic way that you can visualize this person? What are the best stories that you can tell? Tell those stories. Visualize those in your mind. Don't keep telling and playing the sick version of yourself. This is a character. You are the writer. You are the director. You call the shots on what this movie is, and it starts in your mind. Right? You need to create, write, and direct this character in your mind, in your imagination, to be living that way in your imagination, if only in your imagination. continue to project that into your imagination. And if you let go of the story, the part of you that you do not want to ever see again, the sick story, the sick identity, the sick personality, the one who's sad and depressed and lonely and hopeless, let that go, and you only play this new version of yourself in your mind. Eventually, this will become reality in the mirror. It's when you go back and forth like, oh, I'm just doing a visualization or a brain retraining technique for a half an hour and try to visualize something positive in the future. No, this is your new identity. This is who you are. This is you. You have to feel that this is the new you. Let go of anything that doesn't align with this new character, and you become it. So once you're clear on what it is you want, what that looks like, now you create it in meditation, in your brain retraining visualizations, in your life as often as you can. When you wake up and think, I am just going to start to act like this person, be like this person, act as if. Anytime you're feeling good or your symptoms are low, just be this person, act this way. Focus on this. Anytime that your symptoms are high, play it in your mind. Just, if you can't take action in real life, just focus on it in your mind continually. This is who I am. This is my new story. This is my new personality. This is my new identity. Let go of it. Just continue to let go of what doesn't match the ideal version of the healed version of you. This is how we create our new identity. This is how we manifest a new life. This is how we use the law of assumption to live from the end and to assume, right? The law of assumption says that we assume we live from the end. We assume that we are healed. How do we do that? These are the steps you actually take. You have to know what you want. You have to visualize and get to know this new character from every angle and become that character. And then the last step is to take action. Take action anytime you feel inspired, anytime you feel like you want to act like this person, anytime you want to do something new in your life that matches this new identity that you've created, that matches this idealized version of the healed version of you, then take it, take action, take daily action, take steps, and they don't even have to be huge steps. Rather than do this, do that. Rather than sit on the couch and cry, get up and go for a walk. Like, little steps are sometimes all you need to get to a spot where then you can start taking bigger steps, okay? And then when you start to believe it, you will start taking bigger and bigger and more action, and action is key. You must act your way into this. You must know who you are now. You must create who you are and believe it and know it, because this is the version of you that you want to be. Know who that is and act and create that character until it's no longer a character, until it's no longer acting as if, but you have become that character. You are now that character. You have jumped timelines. You are living from the end. You have manifested it, right? You can take these big jumps in timelines, in who and what you are and what you're living on this earth. So to go from a sick person to a healthy, healed dream, a life, you have to take that much action. You have to be willing to change everything about the identity that you have now, everything about the personality, right? Of all those habits and patterns that are keeping you stuck. And you simply must let them go and replace them with what it is that you want more than anything in the world, and who it is. Who is the person that you are when you are healed? And that is just simply already you. It is simply the truest version. It's authentic, because that version of you without illness is who you really are and who you want to be. So when we visualize that person and get to know that person and take inspired action as that person, we become that person. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope it's inspired you to create your new identity, to manifest what it is you want, to use the law of assumption, and to be in the reality that you choose to live in. If you choose to be healed, this is how you get there. And so if you resonate with this message, if you want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe and put that bell on, because I don't think people even get the videos without the bell. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.